love the Parade of Lights. It's just around the corner. 9 News Parade of Lights is celebrating, it's a big one, 50th year anniversary on December 7th.
Wow, and the parade has certainly evolved over the decades. For those of you who are new to Denver and those who've lived here their whole lives, we thought it would be fun to take a look back at what Denver and the parade looked like back in the 70s and 80s.
Ooh, this is an aerial view from downtown. This is 1975.
Wow.
The parade's first year. This just shows how much Denver has changed since people lined the streets to watch that first year. And joining us now to talk about the upcoming 9 News Parade of Lights is Sharon Alton with the Downtown Denver Partnership, and we're so thankful that you're here with us to talk about one of our favorite topics.
I know. So Sharon, when the parade first started in 1975, it was a 5-day parade, which seems crazy to me. So it started at the Auraria campus through Larimer Square and then went all the way to the 16th Street Mall. Is that correct?
Yes, went up 16th Street Mall. Seems crazy, but it was a Monday through Friday parade. And yes, from Auraria through Larimer Square up 16th Street Mall, and then in the early 80s, it changed to the route that it is now.
Wow, I love that. Well, speaking of the 16th Street Mall, the 80s were a big time for the 9 News Parade of Lights. So let's take a look. Here's what it looked like back in 1982 when the parade happened outside the new 16th Street Mall.
So trolleys?
I know. I'm trying to. What are those?
Those were the first 16th Street Mall rides that came out, and people lined the streets. Were so excited. And throughout the 80s, there was, feet of snow that dumped, and still thousands of people came out to watch the parade. And then slowly throughout the years, we added helium balloons and lighted floats, and it's been really fun to watch evolve over the last 50 years.
Wow. It's such great energy. It's one of the best nights during the holiday season, and the parade saw, as we know, a ton of action in the 80s. In 1985 in particular, like you were talking about, what it was like 5,000 people came out, all the feet of snow, but then we've had subsequent years where the weather is like really nice, and the folks are just going to come out and support regardless, is what you've kind of seen throughout the years.
Yes, and what's really great about the Parade of Lights is there's many generations that come out together. So there's grandparents who used to come when they were little kids, and everybody in Colorado knows to dress for the weather. So whether it's 3 degrees or whether it's at 35 is kind of balmy on a winter night.
Seriously.
Yeah, people come out and line the streets, and it's just fun seeing the generations of people come out together.
And I love that it brings community together, right? Alex and I were just talking about bringing our kids and just being a part of it together. Tell me about, because you mentioned the helium balloons. They came in the 80s and now they're a staple. So talk to me about when they first begun.
They are. So they actually were a little bit creepy when they first started, not nearly as large as they are today. We're going to have 7 helium oversized balloons in this year's parade. They're always a fan fave. And it's funny because as you're along the route, lining the route, which is free to come and watch, you watch the parade. The handlers for the balloons have to pull the balloon down to get underneath the street poles because they're that large. So all of the lights, the street lights and everything, the balloons actually have to make it under there. So it's really entertaining to watch. We partner with lots of cultural and specialty groups and then high school marching bands. We have 5 high school marching bands from around the metro area that will be coming out. So it's a very lively atmosphere.
It's so much fun. You can always tell the 9 News Parade is coming down because we play All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yay!
On repeat. So you hear it about 50 times by the time, but I'm not complaining. Never get too much, Mariah. Thank you so much for being here. This was a fun look back. We appreciate it. Well, next week, we'll continue our coverage of the 9 News Parade of Lights, highlighting the parade's history. We're going to bump it up to the 90s.
Ooh.